Hold up, rewind. Do you remember this insane fact from Friday? They said a man lived for 100 days straight with nitrogen monoxide heart, just a metal pump in his chest. Could that actually be true? Let's break it down. That's completely false. No human can live without a heart forever. But what really happened is even more mind-blowing. In 2024, an Australian man in his 40s survived 100 days using a device called Bivacor. I had to look twice. Is that really him? Yeah, that's him. It's a titanium pump powered by magnets that circulates blood while the heart is removed. Can you imagine the craziest part? It saved his life. Don't let its size fool you. That little device is a mechanical miracle. But how did this crazy story go viral? Well, clickbait titles and viral headlines. Man with no heart lives 100 days. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? But the truth is always deeper. You gotta verify before you believe. Speaking of believing, did you know in Brazil, the Saterma tribe uses bullet ant stings right over the heart as a coming-of-age ritual? Those ants deliver a painful sting, like getting stabbed with 12 needles. It takes months for the pain to go away, but for the tribe, it's a sign of bravery and manhood. Talk about putting your heart to the test. And now for the Midway Challenge, which insect is even more dangerous than the bullet ant? A tarantula hawk or bee warrior wasp? Drop your guess in the comments. If you're still with me, you're awesome. Let's keep going. This video got over 10 million views. People couldn't believe a man could live without a heart. But he didn't live without a heart. He lived with a machine that acted as one. Now that's a whole different level of awesome. How does a heart transplant work? Well, first, doctors remove the patient's sick heart and replace it with a new one. But here's the catch. The new heart is outside the body, attached to a machine that keeps it beating and pumping blood. This way, the body gets enough blood until the new heart can take over. It's like a temporary boyfriend for your heart. You might be thinking, why not just use a mechanical heart? Well, they exist, but they have issues. Like, have you ever tried to sleep with a mechanical heart? Not easy. They make a lot of noise and they have wires and tubes everywhere. Plus, the body might reject it, so the transplant is the best option for now. Now, some people get a second chance at life thanks to donors and their families. After someone dies, their heart can keep beating outside the body for a few minutes. Doctors can then use the donor heart and save someone's life. It's a crazy medical thing, so let's update that headline. Instead of saying man lived 100 days without a heart, we should say man lived 100 days with a machine heart. Now that's a headline that pops. All right, time for another mind-blowing fact. Did you know there's a disease where your legs are so itchy you can't sleep? And scratching them makes it worse. It's called aquagenic pruritus. It happens when seawater gets into the cracks of your skin. Then when you dry off, the salt makes your skin super itchy. The only cure, taking a cold shower. So if you ever get this itch, I know what to blame. Speaking of blame, who's responsible for spreading fake news? Sometimes it's on purpose to get clicks and views. Other times, well, let's just say people don't always check their sources. We're all busy scrolling through life, but we gotta stop and think. Not everything we see is true. Some things are just too good to be true. So was this video too good to be true? Well, almost. The men didn't live without a heart. That's a bummer. But hey, the real story is even more awesome. So subscribe if your mind's blown and comment below if you want more crazy medical facts. Also, shout out to our sponsor. They helped make this video possible. Now for the outro. Which insect is more dangerous than the bullet ant? Drum roll please. The answer is both. The tarantula hawk and the warrior wasp are equally painful. Nature's way of saying, don't mess with us. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.